What's up? This is the Heat and Color Podcast. This is season 3, episode 7. And if y'all haven't noticed, we got a guest. And not only do we got a guest, we have sponsorship support. Shout out to Floating World. We have their shirts again. Shout out to Zach Davis. That part.
And you know our favorite segment, let's get into some things.
That part. So, Solomon, we want to start off with asking you some questions. As y'all know, Solomon is a big supporter of our channel. We support his channel big time. He is a trucker. He's a financial advisor. He, like I said, he's a freaking comedian. Like, we look at his YouTube, his Instagram, and he's full of life, youthful. He's a Leo. Give it up for Solomon.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Of course.
By the way, when you guys do this, is that like clapping?
Yeah, we wanted to tell you that. So we do this. This is like, I don't know. It's like being posh. Like, it's a big in ballroom, and then it's like when you get your nails done, you just do this.
Oh.
And then so you don't be super loud when you're clapping.
Right.
We do that. So first off, because you are a financial advisor, and you talk about stocks and everything, and as you know, like the stock market has crashed like internationally, especially because of inflation and the political campaign. So we want to start off first by asking you, what's your take on financial aiding, and like what's the key elements for you?
When you say aiding, exactly.
Like how, like almost like managing your money.
Okay. So here's the deal, right? Mm-hmm. So the most important thing is that you have some money coming in. And like I always say on my channel, it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep that counts. So that means that you're gonna have to develop some type of habit, because we're all creatures of habit.
That's right.
So right?
So would you say like a routine?
A routine. Okay. Like putting a little money on this. Yes, please. A little money on the side, right? And try to treat that money that you put on the side like something that never existed. And you just take that little bit of money, however it is, how much ever it is. It all depends on your comfort, you know, because I'm not trying to tell anybody to.
No, tell them what to do. Tell them what to do.
I'm not trying to tell everybody to be a miser, right? I'm not trying to tell everybody to only live like I don't know, like at the lowest level economically that you are or can, or whatever the case is. No, I'm not. It doesn't have to be that way. Mm-hmm. But if you get into the habit of putting that money aside, and forgetting about the fact that that's being put aside, forget about that money exists. Just let that money grow on its own, because it will grow on its own. Now, some financial services providers, they'll recommend 10%, but it doesn't have to be 10%. Mm-hmm. It could be whatever it is that's comfortable for you. One of the personalities that I have.
9.25.
Oh, hey, he knows. So, AJ, for example, is one of the people that submits their portfolio to me, along with CJ and along with JB, and JB's off the chain. But
shout out to them.
Shout out to
the J's.
Yep. And the thing is that with these people, I'm catching them when they're young. Okay, they're in their 20s. One of them is in their early 20s. No, two of them are in their early 20s. The other one is in their late 20s. And the late 20s, he has children. The other two don't. So the amount of money that they could put aside is different.
Right.
So we got to take into consideration their circumstances, and it doesn't mean that you can't figure out a way. AJ, perfect example. He was bringing home, okay, after taxes, after everything, he was bringing home $300 a week. With the $300 a week, he was still able to hang out at least one day a weekend. And that was something he was always looking forward to, right? Then he got a raise. He started bringing home $350 a week. So my suggestion to him was, listen, if you were doing it at $300 a week and you were just fine, forget about the other 50.
Mm-hmm.
Forget it.
Work harder, play hard.
Oh, yeah. If you want to expand, if you want to increase on both ends, be it your lifestyle and the money that you use.
It comes or goes.
That's right. And the money that you use for your investing, for your savings, or whatever the case is, you can increase that also if you apply.
Work harder, play hard.
Before you know it, that money's gonna start saying, oh my goodness, listen, on my video, I'm gonna showcase what JB has done, which is ridiculous.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna link you in the description box below too. We got you.
Beautiful. Now, here's the thing. These people are working class people. They're not born wealthy. These people are not, don't get it, no. Okay, so JB, for example, he's in the military and he's a low rank. He don't make no money. And yet, when you see what this kid did, it's an excuse killer. It really is. It's an excuse killer. Yeah.
Good shade.
Yo.
So we're even getting into that, like what does financial success and freedom look like to you?
It looks like being able to go to a restaurant and ordering whatever you want and not worrying about how much it costs.
I love that. And what's your favorite food, like when you are going out to celebrate that freedom?
I like to have my money circulate amongst us.
Okay.
So
Black-owned business.
Black-owned businesses. So I go and eat.
Shout out to the black-owned businesses.
I eat.
Very much that.
I eat with my people.
You know what's one of my favorite? Do you know Chosen One, the seafood boil spot?
No.
Okay, if you ever are in the South Side, that's not that far from here actually. You have to go to Chosen One.
Chosen One.
Yes, black-owned seafood boil place, and it's Cajun.
Right next to the 7-Eleven.
They are so good.
I'm gonna hit them up.
You like seafood? Okay, we could stay friends.
Every food I see, I eat.
We could stay friends. Also, like, we want to get into like a more like somber side because you stay so positive and everything, and you you have such a big light to you. Now, what is it like typically on the road for you? Like when you're working, like how long are you usually on the road?
The road can be tough. The longest I've been on the road without being next to my family was an entire year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Literally nonstop?
Literally nonstop, an entire year.
Jesus.
That could be very challenging. There was an opportunity that presented itself, and I wanted to maximize the benefit out of that opportunity, so I took it upon myself to stay out. Not a popular move for my wife and my kids, but at the moment, but now they're reaping the benefits. So now, the kids get to go to amusement parks on a regular basis. They get to, right? So right now, I'm about to put one of my kids in music classes.
Yes.
Outside of school.
Instrument?
The guitar, the classical guitar.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. And how long have you and your wife been married?
We've been married 14 years. I better get it right, because if I don't.
She'll be watching this video.
Oh, yeah,
like,
she
you better
will.
get it right.
Yeah, 14 years. 14 years.
And also, you like to go by Alex as well, right? Or you prefer Solomon? XL Rooster? What?
That's a crazy name. That's a crazy name. But hey,
listen.
Wishful thinking.
I just assume XL been Alex. We'll go with that.
Yeah. No, Solomon's cool. I mean, if you want my real name, I'll give you my real name. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, if you would like
Leo,
to give it to our
Leo.
Yeah, if you like to give it to our
Leo.
subscribers. So Leo, who's a Leo?
Who's a Leo?
Who's David Solomon? Rachel, you have any questions to ask him?
Well, the question is like, you're a truck driver. Do you get any do you meet new people?
Interesting question. Let me tell you something about truck driving. It's great for introverts. Great for introverts because you don't have to encounter people. You're constantly driving, and the very few people that you do encounter, you encounter them for such a short period of time. It's not impactful.
Right.
You might encounter a receiver, exchange information, a shipper, exchange information, the broker, your dispatch. But like I said, those encounters only last minutes.
Right.
And then for most of the day, like right now, I gotta drive down to Phoenix, Arizona, and in that drive, that's probably gonna take me about 3 days to get down there. And the only people I'm gonna encounter are the ones that I bump into at the truck stop, maybe a phone call or two from the dispatcher. That's about it. So if you're an introvert and you don't really like to deal with people,
So
it
that's
works.
the best part.
But as you can tell, I'm not I'm not an
You're
introvert.
not an introvert. So then doesn't that get rough though on the road? Or you call friends and you use social media?
Right. Whenever I want, a little beat down, I call my wife. Or or I call friends. We talk for a while. Or I watch your
DeAndre,
content.
Shout out to you,
And DeAndre. I watch all you guys.
You watch us, yes. And we watch
regularly.
you.
Yes.
We watch you.
Thank you.
That's why I wanted you to talk about the financial assistance, financial advice, because it's really you do it with such vigor. I'm gonna use that word, vigor. I'm gonna use that word because it just stands out to me. But seriously, and that's what I love because you're so positive, and your TikTok, hella funny too.
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah, I seen it because it was the same video you posted with all of the chains.
With the chains,
Yes.
with the bling. Yeah. Okay, so my approach to that, to the finance on my videos, my number one concern is how people are being strayed by other content creators. They want to come around and promise you things that are not realistic.
Right.
So I want to make sure that people are guarded against that. The marketing, the propaganda out there, it's a minefield in the financial world and in economics. It's a minefield. There are enough people that know that the average person is not financially savvy enough to be able to navigate through those waters and to avoid from getting.
They call it new money because you'll have people that they grow up with money we talked about, but they'll turn around and want to buy fashion and the latest this and the latest that, and next thing they know their account's not looking with a waterfall. So now they're stuck now I gotta be in that hamster wheel over and over and over again. Who wants to keep doing that?
Well, you may not want to keep doing that. But these people out there with their marketing and their propaganda, they want to keep you in that hamster wheel.
Very much
because while you're distracted, while you're running and hustling, you ain't seeing it, but your money is flying out your pocket.
True.
In their direction, and that's what they want.
And going back to family and everything, what's your wife's sign? We want to get into some zodiac.
She's an Aquarius.
Ooh. Aquarius and Leo, that's a good combo.
It is.
It's a really good combo. Y'all literally the opposite, but it's still same.
For some reason, it works.
And were y'all friends for any amount of years? Or
we were
just,
co-workers
since
for
y'all met?
a year and a half. We were co-workers for a year and a half.
Yeah, because they say Aquarius they like friendship first.
Yeah.
My mom's an Aquarius.
Oh, she is?
And when she met my father, they was young. But when they met, it was high school. But when they met, they were friends for a while. And then they finally just spark up a conversation that was romantic, and
that's interesting. My wife was attracted to my brain, not my body, which is unusual to me.
because you're Leo. You want it's all about the
Okay.
showmanship.
Okay. But she wasn't attracted to that. Okay, here's what happened, right? I was working for a financial services company, and I had to take my exams for my Series 7, and everybody else had been taking, including my wife, who's brilliant, by the way, and I'll explain why. Everybody in that office had taken that exam about 4 or 5 times. I had taken it the first time and passed it. Mouth dropped, her mouth dropped, and I took advantage of that. No.
Speaking of Aquarius, when's her birthday? She January or February?
She's February.
February what?
18.
That's real close to the one that gave me the shout out on the gay dating coach show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his birthday I believe is the 16th. Shout out to him. Where he be saying, are you a top or a bottom? No, his accent is funny to me. Yeah.
Where's he from?
That's a good question. He's from Philly.
And he's got an accent?
He got an accent.
But
like
a Philly accent, not like another world accent.
Yeah, another world. Yeah, because Aquarius, right? No, but he lived in Philly for a while, and then he said he moved to Atlanta. His husband's a Sagittarius. They've been together like 14 plus years as well.
Oh, okay.
They have 2 adult sons, and he does his dating coach. So he gets like young black brown men between like 21 plus to like find love and like dating and within the LGBT community. So he has you come on like and do like a live on Wednesdays. It's called what's it called? Shoot Your Shot Wednesdays. Thank you. Shoot Your Shot.
Wow.
Shoot Your Shot Wednesdays, and he comes on there and he have you like do a live. You just like put yourself out there. But then he also does like paid versions where he goes deeper into the search of like helping you really like, you know. So it's a dope business because it's like he's playing matchmaker. Like he's an Aquarius, but he has like Gemini tendencies. So it's like that networking element.
Matchmaking doesn't end either.
Right.
It's constant. So he's making.
Yeah, and I also want to say like if you're dating, keep that spark alive. Go out on dates, find different things to do, things to do in the boudoir. Yes, that part.
Wow. I gotta feature the guy that is helping me with my relationship. He's a relationship coach. You guys know all about that. We spoke about that on the way, but
tell the.
I'm afraid to. Because then you guys will get the upper hand.
I
forget what his name is.
Oh, well, we'll look it up later.
Yeah, we'll look it up.
Tag him in the description. So on our other topics, we want to talk about and, give a moment of silence for anybody that has gone through trials and tribulations or any deaths from Hurricane Oscar or any other hurricanes from this past year on Bahamas and Cuba. We could just give a moment of silence. Make sure you guys comment below anybody that you have lost. Also, Solomon, thank you so much for doing the podcast.
Thank you.
So
guys, thank you for having me on.
It's sponsored by Nature Valley. We have a bunch of these for you. We have Fuel and Elevate. That's a CBD coffee, so be careful with that.
Yeah, I can't. I won't be able to.
Okay.
But I'll find somebody. I'll find somebody who can.
And then our keychain.
And our really exclusive keychain.
This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby. You see that? I'm official now, guys.
And probably something for your daughter. We have a sponsorship with Goodpop. So you use this coupon before the end of the year, okay? What? And don't worry, it's low in sugar, low in sodium, it's dairy free.
Man, listen. If she get a hold of some sugar, it's a wrap.
She'll be bossing up the
guys,
walls.
Thank you so much, guys.
Of course.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for doing the podcast with us.
But this right here, this, oh my God, you guys have no idea. What? Hey, don't hate. Celebrate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I like that. Don't forget.
Wow. Yo. Oh. Don't leave me out. I want to pull out too.
So we talked about stock holdings.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, it's been falling, especially in Asia. And speaking of Asia, South Korea is going to war with Ukraine.
Oh Lord.
I thought they're sending guys over to Ukraine?
Yeah.
Because North Korea is sending guys to Ukraine, but to fight with the Russians, who are complaining, by the way. The Russians are complaining about their North Korean buddies.
Oh.
Yeah, there's tea.
It's tea. I also, this is random, but I want to talk about my bop of the week. That's like a song that I like. Skepta is a black English rapper, and he has a song called Why Lie with Flo Milli. Y'all already know I love me some Flo Milli.
Yes, we do.
But y'all gotta go check that song out because that song is just eats down. Like he's flowing like Busta Rhymes. The
What?
video give early 2000s Y2K,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that's the vibe right now. But that 90s sound is never going out.
Yeah,
I'm a
never.
90s baby. I love 90s music.
90s music
Like,
all day, every
And
day.
I know that was you could talk about the 90s. What was the 90s
Listen.
with you and your experience?
Okay, so wait, the 90s was off that chain.
Chain.
Understand, I'm from New York, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
What borough?
Bronx and
Borough.
Harlem.
My dad is from the Bronx.
I'm sorry to hear that, but
The
listen,
shade, the shade.
the shade. Let me tell you something. It was so crazy. Okay, so this is how crazy it was. So we're talking about rap, right?
Facts.
Okay, so early 90s. A couple of friends of ours, we get together, we go to dinner at, I think it's called Dallas Barbecue.
Oh, Dallas BBQ? That's a spot. Them sticky wings.
Mm.
Damn. I love them sticky wings.
This one was on Fordham Road,
Mhm.
right by the Deegan, I-87. And
I know
we're
the
laughing.
train. It's a 4 train.
The 4 train's close by, so's the 1 too.
Yeah.
Now, you know, we're having a good old time, then everything gets real dark. Not lighting, I'm talking about the mood. The mood got dark, real dark. Turns out, you know, I got pulled aside by one of the fellas, and they let me know that the person who we're celebrating with, him and his wife, the wife is positive.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, it's positive. And then it turns out that he went and got himself tested,
And he was probably.
and he was positive as well. How did she get that? Well, she got that before she got married to him.
It lives dormant sometimes.
It's which brings up some interesting questions about the transmission of the disease when it can be dormant up to 2 years. So here comes.
That's why I always say take your pep in your prep.
That's right. They got a little something for that, right?
Mhm. It's a daily pill that you take to prevent the virus from even
look at
being
that.
in your body at
Okay,
all.
I heard about that, but it's been so long since I've heard of it.
Right.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that. So, turns out that she contracted it through a rapper.
Oh, don't list no names.
No names.
No, it's no
well,
names.
honestly, I don't know the name of the rapper.
Don't get us flagged now.
No, but that's how she got it, through rap. Now, rap back then, okay, so where I grew up in the Bronx is 2.5 blocks away from where hip hop started,
Right.
which is a park right along I-87. It's at the end of Burnside Avenue. You get to Burnside Avenue going west, and you'll be facing what do you call it? A fire station. You'll be facing a fire station, and off to the right of that fire station, there's a set of stairs that takes you down into the park where all
Where people
the
do
swings
freestyle
are. Yeah.
and-
And Cool Herc used to go down there and take some equipment with him down there,
And that was in the 70s or the 80s?
that was in the late 70s.
Because hip hop that was low key created in the 70s.
Yeah, it
But
was
then
in the Bronx, right there.
It started to get more
Right.
active in the 80s and 90s.
Right.
And see, people don't realize, sorry to cut you off, but
No,
the
no.
difference between hip hop and rap. So hip hop to me is about like the community.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lifestyle, and it's about like it's often positive. Rap became mainstream, and
Right.
it became about like the violence and
Right.
the gang affiliated stuff. But even gangs are not always negative. It's
Vocal
just the spin.
characterizations, yes.
Facts. And people romanticize that. So let's get into some things on that. People romanticize.
They were
like,
romanticizing big, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, now when rap first started, Sugar Hill Gang and all that stuff, they weren't talking about beating anybody down, shooting
Right.
anybody or anything like that.
Right.
It was just, look, I know how to make the party jump. Okay, I'm that MC, right? And then they started comparing one MC with another. Well, no, I can make the crowd go crazy and blah 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 and compete in that way. But like you said,
shout out to Slick
Rick and them rock the house. So it started evolving. It started to become so competitive that now they started slandering each other. And that's when it took on that direction that you're mentioning.
Yeah, and Roxy wrote the first diss track too, and it went viral. It was what, 7-8 minutes long?
And why? People love that stuff.
And people like it still, even in the media today. They love negative stuff.
The negative
But it was just to prove a point, and then it just like took off.
got a life of its own.
Facts. Trevante Rhodes is supposed to play Mike Tyson in a new
Oh, that's gonna be
biography.
Mike.
I'm looking forward to that.
I am too.
Do you like Trevante Rhodes? He was in the new Tyler Perry movie. Was it Divorce in the Black? No.
No.
He was in the movie with Kelly Rowland. The one with Kelly Rowland. That was the key.
Oh no, I know what movie you're talking about.
Where he was a painter.
Yes. Damn, what was it? Damn the name.
We'll come back to
Yeah,
that.
we go back to that.
So, Solomon, what is your bop? Like, so a bop is like your song that's, since we were talking about hip hop, like what's your favorite song at the moment? It don't have to be rap, but just Mia Culpa. But just like your favorite song right now. Like a song you could listen to on the road when you get fresh off the road. Like, what's the song that you...
I have a group of songs. One is classical, three classicals, like 18 Cuban, and now there's one hip hop group that I've been stuck on stupid with.
Who?
Coast Contra. Never freestyle.
I feel like I heard that.
Never
Make sure y'all
freestyle.
check that out. I'll be looking on that tonight. That's my research.
There's one that's more impressive only because one of the guys is bilingual. And he
Spanish?
Yeah,
French?
he's Colombian.
Okay.
He's Colombian. But in
But you know some people don't speak Spanish, they speak Arabic, French.
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing about our community. We come from we're all over the world.
That part.
And sometimes people get it twisted with us because, if you're not from here, some of the Black Americans kind of like ostracize blacks from other parts of the world.
That part.
But the truth of the matter is,
I could get into some things on that. I'm
Right?
Afro Latino. I always gotta like prove somehow that I'm Latino.
Exactly.
To people.
and so, we got guess what? There's a Latin American country in Africa. Okay?
Tell me.
Born the official language is Spanish, but they're all from Africa, from that spot in West Africa. They're from there. So
they speak Portuguese.
yeah,
as well.
and there are other African nations that speak Portuguese. They speak Spanish. They speak Dutch.
And official dance is Kizomba. I love that. I love Kizomba music.
Yeah.
Listen.
And so that one member of Coast Contra, he's Colombian. He's a Black Colombian, and he starts now. There's one recording where he goes on in Spanish for a good amount of time.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I'm about to check him out.
Yeah.
How about you, Rashawn? What's your bop of the week or bop period?
My bop of the week. Oh Lord, I'm going back to old 90s music. My bop of the week will be Nelly, Lil Nelly. And,
Which song? Dilemma?
Yes.
I can't with you.
Yes.
That's early 2000s, but that's
But,
okay.
yeah.
I live for it.
Did you mention one?
Who?
You.
Nelly?
No, did you mention about?
Yeah, my bot was Skepta, Why
Okay.
Lie, featuring Flo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Y'all gotta check that out. I'm gonna send you the link to that song.
Please,
it's really
yes.
good. It's gonna be on my Instagram page too.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's a movie that's called One of Them Days. It's a movie that's coming out with SZA, Keke Palmer,
That's gonna be
Janelle
good.
Adams from Abbott Elementary, the teacher, the principal Ava, and Cat Williams. Listen, when I tell you that movie looked hilarious. So the thing is
Is it a new movie?
yeah, it's coming out in January next year. So SZA and Keke Palmer, they're roommates, and they're trying to figure out how they can pay their rent because SZA's boyfriend, the singer, her boyfriend took their money, the rent money, and invested it into a clothing brand. Now
Yes.
the clothing brand said Coochie or Coogee or something like that, but with a C.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like he spent the money on fake designer,
That's-
and he's trying to flip the money, but he spent all the money already. So now they try to figure out how to get it within a few days.
Okay.
And then the most hilarious part of the clip, the most hilarious part of the clip, right? SZA sees some retro Jordans on a pole,
Right.
on a telephone
Lamp.
pole. Yeah, so you know what she does? She climb up there, she grabbed the broom, and she trying to get it, and she got electrocuted.
Oh.
And she falls on Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer had a brain injury.
Child, I know that's gonna be funny.
What?
Yo, that one's gonna be a kid.
And y'all know low key, I love me a little bit of sports, right? I love watching it sometimes. So Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant is back from a successful knee surgery.
Oh, yeah.
So shout out to him. We look forward to seeing him back on the court. And then I don't know if any of y'all out there watch the Pop Balloon series, but we've been talking about on our channel for the longest.
Yes.
And it was a Pop Balloon kicking it with Too Cold. He's a comedian, and he decided to last week have like a LGBT edition, but this week he went and he had a lineup of women, and one of the guys that came out was like a comedian. He was reading them for Phil.
He was.
What?
And he was an actor and a film director. And people were saying, what did he say? I'm not interested in you. The lady said, I'm not interested in you. He said, tomatoes, whatever, moving on.
Wait a minute. What was that phrase? Reading them to what?
Fulfilled.
Oh my God. I gotta use that.
You learning new stuff.
What? This is an education right here. Yeah.
We all educate each other.
Okay.
Speaking of, what's your ethnicity, if you don't mind?
So I identify as Black, nationality, Dominican, although I was born in Puerto Rico, but the reason why I was born in Puerto Rico, okay, so I'm one of 19 kids, okay?
Woo!
Yeah. And I'm the only
Parents
one
big busy.
born outside of the outside of the Dominican Republic, the only one. I was born in Puerto Rico because a civil war broke out, and my mother was 8 months pregnant, so she took off, and I was born in Puerto Rico as a result.
Oh wow, what part of Puerto Rico?
Santurce.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have family from Carolinas.
That's Carolina is part of San Juan. So is Santurce. So we're San Juan. Don't hate. Okay. And let me tell you something. Being Puerto Rican is a crazy thing, and I'm gonna explain why. Listen, if I'm outside in the street, if I'm in a neighborhood where there's some Puerto Ricans, and I'm getting beat down by rude people, all I gotta do is pull out the Puerto Rican flag,
and we gonna
yell
do it right
"Huepa," and that's they come out, yeah, or that, and they come out of no. Listen,
Come out of
they,
the words.
What?
now. And listen, Puerto Ricans do not play about each other, okay?
They don't.
If we see each other in line, we talk to each other, inviting each other over, speaking Spanish, even in food pantries. Every time we had the food pantry, we'll be happy there.
They be talking.
Yeah, come over here, like, what you need? Like,
Yeah.
this one lady, we might be cousins because we do kind of look alike. But when she found out I had the same last name as her, she was like, yeah, come over here.
Oh, there you
Like,
go.
we gotta help.
There you go. Now I remember hearing you got two.
Yeah, I'm
going on,
St. Lucian and Puerto Rican.
and you got two going on too.
Yes, I'm Guyanese and Jamaican.
There you go.
Look at that.
Okay.
Come on, bring it to Unity.
Wonder Twin Powers.
Okay, so also you said to ask GPT how many licks does it take. Do you have Chat GPT on your phone? The app?
You actually read that?
Yeah, we saw that comment.
How many licks does it get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop?
Yes.
The world may never know. Listen,
Right.
that was a commercial.
I wanted to ask, we don't have do you have the app on your phone, Chat GPT?
No, I don't think so.
I think,
I
Solomon.
think we Google it.
I might have it.
Can you download that and we'll come back to it later while we do the other part of the content.
Mm-hmm.
So, part 3 of Why Did I Get Married is coming out soon.
Oh, that's gonna be a kid.
Part 3, damn. Are they up to
Yes.
part 3 already?
Yeah, because remember Jill Scott character, she had got a new man and
And
he
she
was,
had a baby.
supportive of her. And she had a baby. Summer Walker also dropped a bop, and we talking about bops. She have a song called Heart of a Woman. It's a 90s beat, but the visualizer is a Y2K visualizer. And let me just tell you, you don't want to know why he eats? Because Serena Page and Cordell Beckham, that's Odell Beckham's brother.
Little brother.
Yes, little brother, fine. They were in the visualizer, they were kind of like arguing, but they still together, and it's been 8 months, like since they did Love Island, the show. And they still together going strong. So if you download the app GPT, oh, you have it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now ask the question. And then, so we want to talk about what was rushed.
Oh Lord, yes. Let's go back. Let's go say it. What is rushed?
What was rushed for you?
Ooh, what was rushed for me?
Look, well, I didn't have to type in the word.
It popped up.
It just, every word just kept popping up one after the other.
Damn, what was rushed for me today?
And what's the answer? It says it has intrigued many for years, various studies. Purdue University said 364. The University of Michigan said 411.
Are you serious? They actually looked into that?
Now, why you made us ask that?
I was being a clown.
Like basically everything nowadays are rushed.
Yeah.
Basically.
ChatGPT was rushed because we already had Siri and we already had Alexa. So the fact that they made ChatGPT, I didn't understand that.
So when you guys say rushed, rushed as in like they put it out too quick?
Yeah, like not only that, but when we say that was rushed, we saying it like without like really having a good structure to the project or the product. So for me, that what was rushed, you know Meg Thee Stallion, right? The rapper. Yeah. So you know how she just came out with an album and it was like a lot of snake thing?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, what was rushed with her was she had Mamushi, she had her album, everything, but she came out with a part 2, an act 2 to it. And I would say it's rushed because I feel like we just starting to digest the album. Right?
Too soon.
Yeah. She already have a documentary coming out tonight, and then she have the act 2 album. But what I will say is her song Mamushi, which everybody know I love.
Mm-hmm.
She did a remix with Twice, which is a Asian K-pop band. And I love Twice, like I love their music.
Really?
Yeah, that's a all-girl K-pop band.
Okay.
And then the Bigger Than Texas video.
Oh yeah, that really ate.
She ate that down.
She really ate that.
You gotta watch that. So I'll send you that.
I gotta learn all this terminology.
I gotta send you that. You gotta send me the Colombian group.
Yeah. He's the only Colombian on there. The others are from here, the United States.
You gotta send me
Four,
that.
yeah. Coast
we
Contra.
got a lot of homework we gotta go to.
Mm-hmm.
So we getting ready to close out, but what I will say is make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment. And also make sure y'all check out our Thick Kitchen Instagram page and the TikTok, the YouTube page. Make sure y'all follow us on Patreon because we will be working on that soon.
Stay in school.
That part. Make sure y'all take y'all pep and y'all prep. Solomon, you want to say anything to close out the video?
I'm afraid to. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep that counts. Don't ever forget that.
That part. Hey. Oh.
Did I hit it?
Yeah. See y'all.
See you guys.
Peace out.